You've got to be kidding me. I was just sitting on the toilet, minding my own business, like most people do while they're sitting on the toilet. And I did my first flush. I flushed it, go ahead and, you do it one time, like the courtesy flush, whatever, to get rid of everything in the air and whatever. Just, your first flush. And next thing I know, the fucking water starts touching my nuts. The damn toilet comes up, the water, my nuts are starting to get wet. So I jump up off the goddamn toilet. I jumped up. I jumped up as quick as I could. I grabbed the damn plunger, which is sitting over there next to the side. And just before the damn water breached the top of the freaking commode, and I got that shit to go down. Holy shit. Well, while I was naked and had shit or freaking whatever you want to call it all over my balls, I went ahead and jumped in the shower, which was right next to the toilet. It's a good thing the shower was right next to the toilet at this point, because when the doggone water level rises, which I think a lot of people are having floods these days. I mean, there's floods everywhere. But in your toilet? Doggone it. And I didn't even hardly put nothing in it. I mean, it really wasn't one of those kinds of things where you ate a whole lot of stuff. You hadn't even been to Taco Bell or nothing like that. I mean, it was just, it was one of those, it was just not expected. It was very unexpected because it wasn't nothing there. It wasn't hardly nothing even going down the tube. But that so much came back up. It got me. The damn gum balls got wet. Jumped my ass up. I shot up like a rocket. I almost hit the doggone ceiling. My ceilings ain't that doggone small. I mean, they up there, but I got 8-foot ceilings. I'm a 6-foot guy, so there's 2 feet I had to jump just get up there. Anyhow, I jumped my ass in the shower and scrubbed that cream. You better get that crap off my nuts. I don't know why I made this video, but this is just shit that comes out. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, the shit that comes out. It's the shit that came back up. Actually, the shit that never went down. I have no idea if I'm going to upload this, but I guess I might as well, because if YouTube don't shut it down, screw it. It must be all right. It's real. This is the real freaking deal, man. Have you ever been on the toilet and at one point I had to call the plumber because every time I sat down on the toilet, my nuts would get wet. So I had to get him to lower the level of the water.
Your attention, please.
Lower, you know what I'm saying? I had too much water in my toilet. Every time I sit down, my nuts would get wet. So, called the doggone plumber, get him out here. Tell him I got too much water in my toilet. He said, what do you mean you got too much water in your toilet? Well, I pulled my pants down and I showed him. He said, oh Lord. He said, okay, well, yeah. Well, what he did, he took a couple of damn blocks of wood, about that thick, and set them on the toilet seat. So it raised me up. You know what I'm saying? You know how them babies, and you put your kids in a damn booster seat at the restaurant? Well, I got one of them on my toilet so my nuts don't get wet. Not really. There's actually a whole lot of truth to part of this video, because if there wasn't, I wouldn't have never got up the... who could just put the camera on and start running their mouth about this kind of shit? You know what I'm saying? I don't have a booster seat, but I got wet nuts. Wet nuts. I got wet nuts. Y'all want some wet nuts? How about some sunflower nuts? They're not wet, but how y'all like my nuts?